Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're digging into the Golden Duck Typing Work Job app. A listener asked us to check it out. Does it really pay you for doing simple stuff like typing names, cities, house numbers you see on screen? So our mission here is to look past the shiny promises and figure out what's really going on. What's the actual earning potential?
Yeah, it's a good one to dive into because, well, anyone can basically do it. But straight away, you look at the tasks, just like typing a name from the screen, it makes you wonder, is this actual data entry for some company, or is it just, busy work the app itself created?
Right. Because if the work isn't real, my first thought is, how are they paying anyone? Is there any chance they're selling the data you type, or is it purely about keeping your eyes glued to the screen?
From what we've seen, it really does look like it's purely about the eyeballs, the typing, those little Kippy TCHA things, even the spin the wheel games.
Mm.
They're all just ways to keep you engaged. The main goal seems to be keeping users busy so the app can show more ads and make money from those ad views.
Okay, so the data entry is basically just the excuse to show you ads.
Exactly. And that's where the big problem comes in. The math just doesn't work. Ad revenue, especially from apps targeting certain global markets,
Hmm.
often pays very, very little per view. So there's just no way they can generate enough cash to give users a decent payout. It's kind of flawed from the get-go.
Let's get into that payout because some of the numbers we saw are just wild. The overall feeling was that someone might have to, and I quote, sweat like a whole year to make $1 or $2.
Yeah, that ratio of effort to reward is staggering. And it's not just a guess. We found this really specific review about a withdrawal attempt. Someone had saved up 68,000 coins. Now, the app apparently advertised this as being worth around 15,000 rupees.
Okay, 15,000 rupees.
But when they actually cashed out after finally hitting that threshold, what landed in their account was only 600 to 800 rupees.
Wait, hold on. Promised 15,000, delivered maybe 800. That's what, less than 5%?
It's a huge difference, a massive devaluation right when you try to withdraw. And you've got to remember, earning even that tiny amount, the 600 or 800 rupees, that could take weeks, maybe even a month or more of constant typing.
Wow. So a month's work for maybe enough to buy a coffee.
Pretty much. Cheap coffee at that.
We also noticed something weird with the App Store reviews, didn't we? You see tons of these 5-star reviews, right? They sound great, very detailed, perfectly written, but none of them actually show proof of a decent withdrawal. Nobody's saying, hey, I actually got paid like $10.
hmm That really suggests those glowing reviews might be more about search engine optimization, trying to boost the app's ranking rather than sharing genuine success stories. The Golden Duck app itself, the interface, it looks okay. It's simple. That's part of the appeal. But the underlying model just makes the time you invest versus what you get back.
Yeah.
Well, it's terrible for the user. So looking at the whole picture, maybe it's not an outright scam in the sense that it never pays. It seems like it can pay out if you manage to hit that incredibly high limit, which is then massively devalued. But realistically, it would take months, maybe even a year, to earn almost nothing. It functions mostly just to waste your time for their ad money.
So wrapping this up, what does this really mean for you, the listener? When you come across these apps promising easy cash for simple tasks, and the work feels a bit disconnected from any real business need, you have to ask, are you actually getting paid for labor, or are you effectively paying with your time just so the app creator can profit from ads shown to you? What really stands out to you here?